guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tina. In today's video, we are going to be talking all about the No Filter Foundation from Colourpop. I actually got two shades of these and I've been wearing them. Also, I'm going to be letting you know how I feel about this foundation and if it's good for dry skin. But before we jump right to it, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell right next to it. That way you can get notifications whenever I upload new videos, which I do it every week and sometimes 2, 3, 4 times a week. So definitely subscribe to me so that way you won't miss any new videos that are coming up. So Colourpop came out with a foundation finally. So I'm super excited about this foundation when it came out. They do have 40 shades, which is amazing. That's so amazing, guys, because sometimes drugstore foundations, they only have like 11, 12 shades and it doesn't cater to most skin tones, and this one has 40 shades, so that's unbelievably amazing. So this foundation is called the No Filter Matte Foundation. I got two shades of them. I got the medium 90 and medium 110. So if I'm tan, this is the one that I am going to be wearing. So this is what the foundation bottle looks like, and the foundation bottle is actually a glass bottle and it has a lot of stars all over it, and it has a nice pump, so which is really good. I really like that it has a pump. So this foundation retails for $12, which I think is super affordable. Comparing it to some high-end brands, this is actually pretty good deal. But comparing it to drugstore, I think $12 is mostly an average price nowadays that you would see in the drugstore side. So this foundation has 0.85 fluid ounces. Most foundation has 1 fluid ounce. So this comes a lot smaller than your normal foundation that you would purchase at the drugstore or at Sephora, Ulta, wherever. So just to give you a history of my skin, I do suffer from dry skin. If you guys don't know it yet, I do have broken capillaries and red pigmentation around my nose area. Other than that, I do have some broken capillaries on my cheeks as well. And yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I don't have much blemishes going on right now. I do have bigger pores around the nose area, but yeah, so other than that, that's basically it. I do tend to lean on foundations that have dewy finishes to them. They tend to be more moisturizing than matte foundation does, but some matte foundation do work for my skin type. So let's see, and hopefully this foundation does work well for me. So the one that I'm going to be using today is medium 90, and this is what the packaging looks like, guys. It does lock in and out like this. So this is what the consistency of medium 90 looks like. So it does have that watery consistency going on in there. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put this on this side of my face, and then I'm going to blend it with a beauty sponge. I am going to be using the Sonia Kashuk beauty sponge, and then on this side of my face I am going to use a kabuki brush. I don't have anything on my face right now other than a moisturizer, and I am going to be putting this Dr. Brandt Luminizer primer on this area of my face. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna dab this like so, and then I'm gonna take this sponge . Okay, so that is the first finish of the foundation using the beauty sponge, and as you can see, it looks super natural. I wouldn't say this is like a full matte foundation. It does have a little bit of a semi-dewy finish to it, but we will see throughout the day. But that's what it looks like. It looks super natural. It did cover up a little bit of my redness around my nose area and a little bit of my pores around the nose area, but other than that, that's what it looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and try another pump of this and see how the finish is. Alright, so this is what the finish looks like using 2 pumps on this side of my face and blending it with the beauty sponge. And as you can see, This one looks like blah. I have my blotchiness, redness going on around here, and this one did cover it up. I can still see my skin. I can see my beauty mark right there. I can still see my skin through it, but it doesn't look like, you know, it doesn't look bad at all. It looks like my skin but better. So I like that a lot. So now I'm going to be moving into this side of my face, and I'm going to use the Morphe 439 brush. Okay, not bad at all. The one thing that I'm gonna say though is that the finish of this side is much thicker because of the brush, and that's what I'm gonna say for now, especially around the eye area. It's very thick. So I'm not sure if I should put another pump of this. So I don't like the finish of this with a brush already. I feel like it doesn't sit well with my skin. It's just sitting on top of my skin. Like you can see that there's like that spot right there, the brush stroke right there. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but it's like right there. I mean, as opposed to the blending sponge, just really your skin is soaking that foundation. And with this one, I feel like the finish of this is just sitting on top. I don't know what it is. It's weird. I feel like on the brush side of my nose area, it's already building up right there, which is not good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and tap this and tap a little bit of an excess in here because I'm going to work today and I don't want to feel self-conscious. Alright, so this is what the coverage looks like using both. Obviously on this side of my face where I did finish it up with the brush, the finish is a lot thicker than on this side of my face where I did use a beauty sponge. The beauty sponge soaked in a lot of the excess foundation, so it looks really nice, looks really natural, I feel like, and I love the way the sponge finish much better than the brush. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go ahead and finish my makeup and I will be right. Alright guys, so this is my face of the day today. I am going to work now. It is 8:23 a.m. and I have to be at work at 8:45, so I have to run. But the foundation is actually holding up really nicely on top of my makeup. So the foundation is actually doing pretty well right now. I did use the concealer along with this and also the No Filter setting powder, and I used the translucent one. There's 3 shades of this. There's banana, and then I think a darker shade, and then the translucent one, and I felt like the translucent one was really nice. So I am going to go ahead and give you an update of this in a little bit, and also I am going to take a picture of the flashback to make sure that there is no flash in this foundation. Alright guys, I will see you in a little. Alright guys, it is now 1:15 p.m. right here. I have been wearing this foundation since 8:30ish earlier today, or 8:20 today, and so yeah, I've been wearing this for a few hours now, and I just wanted to kind of hop in here and let you know how this foundation is holding up right here. I'm gonna take off my glasses so you guys can see. So on this side where I did finish the foundation with a beauty sponge, as you can see, it still looks good. It does have coverage in it. However, a lot of my pores are coming out right there. You can see that that's visible right there. But when you're looking like this, it looks fine, right? On this side where I finished it with the kabuki brush, my pores are a little bit more pronounced right here for some reason. I don't know why. And I just don't like the finish of the brush. It just doesn't look good. I don't know what it is. And another thing that I noticed about this foundation is that it did oxidize a little bit. It does look a little gray on me for some reason. I don't know if it's just the lighting. I'm trying to kind of, all right, right here. So I don't know if it's just the lighting or whatever it is, but it does look gray on me. It still has great coverage in it so far. It's very lightweight. I love the way it feels on my skin. It's not sticky or anything like that. Earlier today when I tried to take a flash photo, it didn't have any flashback or anything, so that's a good thing. So I will check back with you in a few hours to let you know how this foundation is holding. Hey guys, what is up? I am back and it is now 6:46 p.m. So I've been wearing this foundation all day long and I am going to zoom you in so that you can see how this foundation is holding up. Alright, so I took off my glasses and this is what it looks like. So this side of my face is where I finish the foundation with a beauty sponge, and on this side of my face is where I use the kabuki brush to finish the foundation. So about 10 hours now that I've been wearing this foundation, and as you can see, it looks good when you're looking at me, but when I zoom in and I actually look in the mirror, it looks like, especially right around this area right here, it looks like it's starting to patch up right around this area. It looks like my foundation is just sitting in there. The underneath area of my eyes still looks okay. Under here, it's starting to wear off under my nose area where I want more coverage because you can see the redness in there. And then the issue that I have with this foundation is that it's showing every little pore that I have going on. So everything is showing up in here, and every little dot, everything is showing up. So that I don't like. However, I do like the fact that this foundation still held up throughout the day as far as the coverage goes. The coverage is actually really, really nice. It is, I would say, more of a natural matte finish rather than like a matte finish, if you know what I'm saying. It's not dewy at all. You're not gonna get the dewy finish that you're looking for. It didn't really patch up on my skin except for this area right here. I can see it right now. It didn't really cake on my skin either, which is really good. I do prefer the finish of the sponge better than the finish of the kabuki brush, just because I felt like it did sit on my skin better. You know what I mean? Like it did sit on my skin better than the kabuki brush. Right around here, you can tell the difference between the two sides of my face. In this side of my face, you can see that the foundation right here is starting to patch up, while the foundation in here is still holding up pretty well. So on my T-zone area, right around here, I'm starting to shine up a little bit, and on my nose area, tip of my nose, it's starting to shine up in there a little bit as well, but that's normal for me. So all in all, would I recommend this foundation? I mean, it actually did surprise me a lot, especially that this foundation claims to be more of a matte finish. The foundation actually held up pretty nicely, especially on my skin type, being that I do have dry skin, so that's actually a very good thing. I do like the price point of this foundation. I do like that it held up throughout the day. It didn't crack, it didn't dry my skin. The things that I don't like about this foundation is that it doesn't have a cap on this, so it's like I would feel a little worried when I'm traveling with this, just because of the fact that this can twist at any time and, you know, come out of the bottle. That's kind of like a concern that I have. I don't like the fact that it did cake up around this area right here. It also did accentuate my pores, especially throughout the day while I was wearing this. It kind of made me a little bit self-conscious. Also, another thing that I would say is that this one oxidized a little bit on me, and that kind of was not cool. And another thing is that it did look a little bit gray. Wear of this foundation is actually pretty good. So I would still recommend this foundation absolutely for the price point. It is the right price point. I just kind of wish that Colourpop would come out with a dewy finish foundation or semi-dewy finish or whatever you may call it. It would be really amazing if they did. Alright guys, that is my review. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my other social media channels as well, such as Twitter and Instagram. And as always, I love you guys, and I will see you in my next one. Comment down below if you guys are getting this foundation. Let me know.